Hey guys, what's up? Today we'll be taking a look at the MoYu WeiLong WRM. The WeiLong WRM is a modified version of the GTS-3M, with the most noticeable change being the absence of ridges. Additionally, the dual adjustment system now has 9 adjustment settings, which is a very minor improvement over the 8 settings offered on the GTS-3M. However, apart from those changes, these cubes are identical, at least as far as I can tell. The edges, corners, and centerpieces don't have any visible differences, and so when I first got this cube, I was skeptical over whether or not this was actually going to perform any differently than the GTS-3M. However, I actually have noticed a surprisingly big difference in the feeling and performance of this cube when compared to the GTS-3M. I think that one of the reasons for this is the absence of ridges. Many people were not happy with the addition of ridges on the GTS-3M, but personally I didn't really think that there was anything wrong with them until I felt what this cube was like without them. The ridges made the GTS-3M feel much bigger and less like a normal speed cube. It made it less aesthetically pleasing, and the slight difference in feeling when holding it definitely translated into a decline in performance, at least for me. In contrast, the WRM feels much more like a normal speed cube and is very similar to the GTS-2M in terms of size and feeling. Right out of the box, I could tell this cube needed a bit of setting up, so I took it apart and lubed the core with Lubical Black and Weight 5 from the cubicle, and then added a bit of Angstrom Dignitas to the pieces after reassembling it. I put the cube on medium tensions and have the spring compression system set to the 3rd stop from the bottom, which for now is working very well for me. After solving with this cube for a bit, I found that it's an excellent all-around speed cube, simply because it has no glaring flaws. The customization is excellent, it has a pleasant, smooth and crispy feeling, and I usually have fairly fluid solves when using this cube as well. This cube particularly seems to shine during smooth turning, so I have been trying to make my solves a bit smoother and my turning less jerky when using this cube, and when I do, I have gotten very good times. However, this cube does have occasional problems with catching or locking up when turning faster or turning very roughly. It definitely will reward more accurate turning styles, so keep that in mind when deciding whether or not to buy this cube. Overall, I was very pleasantly surprised to see how much of a difference so few changes could make on this cube compared to the GTS-3M, and it's certainly in the running for my main speed cube, or at least one of them, since I usually waver between 2 or 3 at a time. One last bonus for this cube is that it's only $38 on the cubicle, which is a bit more affordable than some of the other magnetic cubes out there. And when you consider that the cube comes with a spare core, magnets, tensioning tools, a screwdriver, and extra hardware, I'd say that the price is very reasonable. So in case it wasn't clear already, I would highly recommend this cube to anyone looking for a new main. And if you like the GTS-3M but don't love the ridges, definitely give this cube a try. So that's it for this review of the MoYu WeiLong WRM. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!